Jailer, Jawan, Netflix's live action of One Piece and Wheel of Time. This is a month of great content consumption. And the stuff that I'm most excited about is the Wheel of Time season 2. I'm going through the books right now. I'm going to start book number 5 next week, so I'm excited for that as well. So this is a first time book reader, so I have not read the entire book series, so I'm kind of a novice in the world of Wheel of Time. My dear friend booktuber Kiran from Noob Readers, she invited me for a watch party last week to watch the first 3 episodes. We both watched it along with Pratik, another great friend of ours whom we discuss our books and our shows with. We have another schedule for today to watch episode number 4, and I can't wait to get to it. So excited about it. In today's video, I want to share with you what I thought about the first 3 episodes in a summarized form. So I won't be going episode by episode. If you want to see what I thought of the show episode by episode, there was a live stream on Kiran's channel, Noob Readers, last week. Please go and check out our live stream because we discuss in detail what we thought about the show episode wise. So without further ado, let me share what I thought about the first 3 episodes of Wheel of Time season 2. I'm sitting down to edit this and I realized that I had not switched on my mic. My mic was not plugged in, and also I had left the window open. So there is a lot of noise disturbance in this video. I apologize for that. I do not unfortunately have the time to re-record it from scratch, so I'm going with what I have. I have tried to add some background music, you know, if the disturbances, ambient noise is too much disturbing for you. I'm apologizing for all that in advance. I don't have any particular order of things set in place on what I want to talk about. Off the top of my head, first thing that comes into my mind is the scene, the round table conference of the Dark Friends, including some of the Forsaken, and that was an epic scene. It seemed very ominous, and with their black garbs, completely shielding their faces, and the creepy smile from Padan Fain and Ishmael being really intriguing and ominous and scary. One thing I did not I couldn't just figure out how to feel about is that scene with the Trolloc and the kid and Ishmael, where are we supposed to feel something for the Trollocs? I don't know. That was kind of a weird scene. I don't know what the intention of the makers was. We see Moraine in a very difficult situation. The condition that she is in, that could actually drive them mad, right? When these abilities are taken from them, and essentially that's what happens to the male Aes Sedai. It was kind of very stressful for me to watch her going through that, because Moraine is one of my favorite characters. She pulls off that detached, serious demeanor that Moraine carries herself with, which is so perfect for an Aes Sedai. I definitely hated how she was treating Lan, because I feel for him, but I also understand why she's doing it. What's interesting to see is that Moraine in that condition also, she is sharp and cunning. We see that facet of her when she is doing this to and fro bargaining with the Pale Dawn, and that was an interesting scene to see. I enjoyed that, how she tricked him with her total poker face. Egwene and Nynaeve, they are toiling in the White Tower doing their novices task and chores, and Nynaeve is not kind of happy about it, I think. But you know what, if you had seen my opinion about season 1, one of the issues I have, even when it comes to books also, is that Nynaeve comes across as too pushy and powerful and arrogant, and she, among the posse, she was my least favorite. But in season 2, the first 3 episodes, I really love Nynaeve. I mean, she comes across as this emotional, we did see the emotional side of her through what unfolds in episode 3, how much she values these people, that she kind of thinks of herself as their guardian, because they are these younger kids from her village, and she feels that responsibility, and you can really see that in these episodes. And Egwene is starting to feel kind of jealous. That was kind of interesting to see, because whatever dynamics is happening between the two of them right now in these first 3 episodes can really is a nice way of laying foundation for the bickering between the two that will happen later on. At least in the books it happens. I don't know if the show is going to take it that way, but that bickering, I hated it in the books. If the makers are going in that way, whether I like it or not, these episodes will lay the foundation for that, because you can see why they are starting to being irritated with each other. And I want to talk about my favorite part of the first 3 episodes, and that's Leandra. How much of a badass is she? She just stole the show for me. The actress, oh my god, I have to just look her up more and see some of her other works, because she has done such a brilliant job. Leandra is a character in the books that you really have to hate for being pure evil, and I did feel that. But at the same time, it's interesting to see the route the makers are taking, because there were some scenes in these episodes where you are kind of start to understand where she's coming from, or she's not pure evil, or maybe at least to feel for her. You know the scene that I'm talking about if you have watched the show. So that's kind of a small deviation from the books, like how we are supposed to feel about Leandrin. But it was a good thing because the actress pulls it off. Even the writing was also good, but I think all the credit should go to the Leandrin. I mean, just give her some Emmy already, right? She deserves it. She just acted the hell out of that role. One of the scenes that I really, really loved is the fight scene, or the combat scene between Myrdral and Moraine, and then Lan comes in, and then you have Varen coming in. So that whole sequence of fight and combat, I really loved it. It was so well executed. Especially there was a scene where Moraine is standing behind a rock, and the Myrdral materializes out of nowhere to attack her, and how she tackles that. Rand, the relationship between him and Selena, how they have shown, I wasn't convinced, because obviously we didn't see how they meet and blah blah blah. What I liked in the books is how he first encounters Selena, and her sudden disappearances, and the intrigue and mystery surrounding her, and her beauty is an important factor which they did not much stress in this show, even though the actress is of course beautiful. What I'm saying is that it's not portrayed she's this out of the world beauty in these scenes. That's something that I found lacking, but I understand that there is limited time and the makers have to squeeze in as much as they can without losing the essence of the story. So I understand why they took that direction. But Nynaeve's initiation, the whole passing through the arches, was so intense and so well done and close to what we read in the book. So I really like that. Those were the scenes that really, really changed my opinion about Nynaeve. Somehow I'm able to relate with her much more after watching these 3 episodes. I also want to talk about the Logain Rand scene. I'm not sure why that whole thing about him asking for wine and stuff like that. Maybe they wanted to show how their relationship built. I will be interested in seeing where this whole dynamics will lead to. Overall, season 2 definitely is a step up from season 1 for me. Technically, it's brilliant, especially if you think about how they have made changes to the way the weaves are represented. The weaves of one power are, is represented. I really, really liked that they added color, and also the weaves itself have better quality and distinction. So kudos to the visual effects and to VFX team. It's much better, and I'm sure they have much bigger budget now maybe to do season 2, so things are definitely technically much better than season 1, and plot wise, believability and satisfying a book reader. I think in all these aspects season 2 is much better. than season 1. I think definitely the makers have taken feedbacks about season 1 and have done some changes, which is going to only help the show get more and more popular and more loved. So this was my quick review of the first 3 episodes of season 2 of The Wheel of Time. Let me know what you thought about this season so far, and I am excited to watch season 4 in a few hours with my friend Kiran, and if somebody else wants to join in our watch party. That's the review, guys. You will see me soon in another video. Until then, keep reading. This is Angie signing off. Bye bye.